Welcome to the October 12th, 2011 Design Review Board, Radnor Township. We have two items on the agenda tonight, so we'll probably get through this quickly. We can go watch the Milwaukee Brewers play the St. Louis Cardinals.
At all the time tonight?
Anyway. Okay, so just have a couple of rules. If you'll turn your cell phones off, we'd appreciate it. And if you speak in the microphone. If you have drawings you want to be seen on the camera, place them on the table to the left of the lectern. And our first applicant tonight is DRB-11-67, Joseph Ritz, DMD, 119 North Wayne Avenue for one wall sign. Good evening.
Good evening, colleagues. Well, I'm here representing my husband, Dr. Joseph Ritz, who's been practicing in the Wayne area for about 30 years. So we've been about 22 years in that building, and it's time for a new sign. So I brought my sign in, my proposed sign. It's really just an exchange for what we have there now. I mean, there's some slight changes to it, including the addition of our website. But other than that, it's I don't have the Pantone match system number for the green. I want to match the MAB paint that we did the trim and the doors in. So that's what they're going to match for me. It looks like wood. How's that for a description? Mm-hmm. But it isn't.
Is it wood?
It's a carved. No, it's carved, but it's foam.
Carved
and it will be. You won't be able to see the fasteners when it's hung.
Okay.
Signs by Tomorrow in Bryn Mawr is doing it for me.
Okay.
And I think that's it on the description of the sign.
The same size as what's there?
Roughly, you know, maybe a little bit different because what's there now is an oval, so they just filled it out to the edges. I will repair any damage to the building and cover any marks from the previous sign that's there, or the sign that is there now, and it's going to be gold, white, and the green.
How big are the letters?
Are you kidding? They're about 8 or 9. Do you think 17 inches is just too big for that sign? Yeah.
17-inch letters? Yeah, I'd go for 24.
24? I thought that would be pushing the envelope. So isn't that where this is where I get to give my little I've been waiting until these meetings were televised to get a new sign. Well, he's been in practice for 30 years, went to the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine, and our practice focuses on preventive, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry, including restoring dental implants. He was on the faculty of University of Pennsylvania, and we also do Invisalign, the clear braces, and a lot of bleaching or tooth whitening. It's a family practice. This morning we saw a 20-month-old and my 92-year-old father-in-law. So we have a full range there. That's it. We accept insurance. We're in a few plans, and we work with our patients, and we love being in Wayne.
Terrific.
That's it.
Whose responsibility is the alley?
Such a good question, and I have asked. And it's a little vague. The township shovels it, but I don't know whose it is. Even when we bought the building, it was discussed but uncertain. Sometimes when you ask questions, answers kind of change from years to year. So I think I'll investigate that.
Well, a property line map would show where. Do you own the property?
We own the property.
Property line map would show whether your property line boundaries run to the center of the alley or what.
I should go to the. Where do I go to get that, Ray? That to show the property line of the building.
Probably be on your deed.
Yeah, it would be on your deed.
And would a copy of that be at the township, or is that's the county? Yeah. All right. So I'd have to find the deed. Is that a part of the purview of this group?
No.
The deed? No.
Phew, because I don't know if I can find that today.
Okay.
Because the alley gets a lot of traffic.
The alley gets a lot of. It does get.
Especially at night.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very busy.
For the history buffs around town, what was that prior to your dental office?
Well, we've owned it about 22 years, and it was a wallpaper store before that.
That's true.
And then before that, it was an insurance, John Alden Insurance.
Yes.
And I have wanted to go to the historic center because it was built like around the turn of the last century, 1890, something like that. I doubt that it looked the way it does now.
Unusual architecture.
I think prior to John Alden, it may have been a barber shop. Palaio's Barber
really?
Shop.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. And actually, the family that lived upstairs I went to school with,
And
the Campbells.
was it their family barbershop?
No, I think they were just renters.
Yeah.
living
I think it'd be
upstairs.
interesting to know, and I do mean to go over to the Historic Center and see if I can find some photos of it. and, you know, if we were ever going to make some changes,
Right.
do it historic, make it a little bit more accurate.
But it's a real beautiful building when you look
Yeah,
at it.
it
It's
is.
really unique and, you know.
Yeah. It's a great little
Neat
gem.
building.
We're really pleased to have it.
What is it, Jim?
It's a neat little building.
Yeah, it is a really
Cool.
neat building, yeah.
And it's accessible to everything. I feel like the concierge of Wayne. I out there waving and telling people where to eat. And
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Looks good.
All right. Okay, any other comments, questions? So we have a motion then?
I make a motion that the submission be approved as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Okay, the second item on the agenda tonight is being continued until next month, and that is Little Nest Portraits at 134 North Wayne Avenue. They could not come in tonight, so they will be coming in next go-around.
That's the tenant of the new suburban,
Yep.
old new suburban.
It's one of the tenants, the front left,
Okay. All right.
and they were here last month, right?
2 months ago.
Yeah, okay. So we'll see them next go-round, and that brings us to number 3, which is Landis Restaurant, 118 West Lancaster Avenue, for one freestanding sign, and they're represented by Denron Sign Company, Mr. McLaughlin.
Yes, sir. Hi, guys.
Hello.
There's the information right there written. I just didn't see it. 8 feet top of the sign.
Oh, okay,
Perfect.
okay.
Yeah, this is a non-illuminated 4x6, 24 square foot, double-sided, 3/4 inch thick PVC sign with high-performance vinyl lettering on it. None of the letters are over, it's like, I think 6.5 inches was the largest size letter.
Okay.
It's mounted between 2 aluminum posts with PVC caps and urethane gold leaf finials. All the lettering's white with a little bit of gold in there. And it's, the majority of it's black background with the dark green. We would embed the posts in concrete. We would dig the holes down into the blacktop there. We're trying to keep it as high as possible. That's why we have it up to 8 feet, because of the parking that's there. So we want to get to the top of the maximum that we're allowed. We'll be back 15 feet from the white shoulder line. And then we just showed some railroad ties and things around it, but I told them it was best to have something there to protect it, and I said, plus the board is probably going to want something there with some flowers or something like that there. And he said he would do that as well. And then, but I didn't want it to go too wide because he has like a pickup lane right there, so we can't go too far out because the car has to get by to do that. And then that's about it.
Okay.
And then I just have a picture of the front of the building there. His existing sign is like broken a little.
That's what I was wondering, is that going to be?
He said he's going to bolt that back up.
Okay.
If he doesn't do that, I'll make sure my guys do it when we get down there, even though I tried to sell him a new sign for the wall, but he just didn't have the funds for it right now.
Okay.
And there's the banner up there that keeps them putting up and taking down. Like in this photo, it was down for a while, but he put it back up, and I'll make sure that
It has to go.
Yeah,
It has to go. So he
I've
needs,
already spoken to him about it and everything, and he said he would get it down. He goes, once I gets the sign out there and he can advertise better, he would do that.
right. Ray, just for your information, there's a temporary banner he's put up for beer and stuff, which is not allowed. We should just monitor that, and if he keeps putting it up, you guys need to write him a letter or somebody stop by or something. Okay.
But I'll get a Pennsylvania 1 call too before I dig out
Okay.
there. I see that there's
I see a
Water-
not a manhole, a cleaner. Water.
is pretty close by.
Mm-hmm.
What, maybe you could just get them to extend that construction they're always doing on Lancaster. Would you mind drinking over here?
Right.
I like the sign.
Yeah, it looks
I think
nice.
it looks nice, and so can we approve it with the stipulation that he do this planter underneath? And I think it's
Right.
to his best, in his best interest
He's
to
got
do
to
it.
put something around
He'll
it.
lose those
That's going
poles.
to get clipped right away.
Exactly. And it'll look great when he puts a little, they always try to make the front of their store look good.
I have no problem with it.
You said how far off the cartway is it, did you say?
I measured 15 feet back, and to
says
line
on
up
here.
with that,
To
what is that, a library or
Yeah,
something there?
15 feet from the back or from the part that's closest to the cartway?
Like from the white shoulder line to the.
To there, okay, because
white post.
a lot of these signs that they're trying to get put up, it makes it hard to pull out because you can't see,
Right,
like the one at the end of Ivan here to get on Lancaster, the one up near the beer place, so.
right.
But that-
There's a good,
If it's 15 feet,
there's a good whole car length or more
Yeah.
before you.
then it's not a problem then.
Yep.
Right.
I'm good.
Well, I like it.
One thing, Dennis, we normally like people to have the address somewhere, either on
Oh,
the building
yeah.
or on the sign. And I'm not sure where it would go on the sign. I like the little established 1968. I think that's cute. And I don't want to clutter the sign up. What is that? Is that a window to the left of his front door? I can't tell from the photograph.
There is a little window there. Yeah. Yep, there's a window there.
I'm just wondering if there's a way to do that. You can't really do it on the roof very easily. You could maybe do it over the door, but the clapboard's yellow. It would be kind of hard to see.
You can get one of those little things that hang down off the bottom of the sign under established
I mean, we could
1968.
stick something on his base that he puts there, but then the other side's cut off.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I think like around the door, maybe even could you see it if you put some kind of lettering right below the window on the door? There's
Well, that's
know what I
true.
mean?
Brass letters,
brass
just right on the
letters there
door.
would be great. You'd see it, I think.
Below the window of the door, okay.
Below the window of
That's
the
a good
door.
idea. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a great expense for him either.
Yeah.
Those brass letters aren't terribly expensive.
Yeah.
And we do like emergency vehicles to be able to identify the building.
Right.
You can see what they did next door at 120, but I think Greg probably would like to do something maybe a little nicer than that.
Yeah, I did all the signs
Yeah.
on that entire building. The nail salon's getting kind of old. I was trying to talk him into getting a new sign there for the nail salon. I did that like 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
How about Prior's was only a couple of years ago. I
Priors
think,
they
yeah.
did, and
Looks nice.
Antiquities also. There.
What's the other one?
Antiquities.
All right.
They had an awning and a
Are
sign.
they still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess yeah, good.
Okay.
Okay. So, I
So
like
yeah,
it.
if you'll add that, I think that'd be good.
Okay.
Anybody else have questions or
No, it's pretty
comments?
straightforward.
Matt? You all
Nope,
right?
I'm good.
Tony?
I have no problem.
Okay, good. All right, so can we have a motion then?
Okay. In the matter of DRB application number 1169, is that the right one? Did I say that?
Yes.
Good, okay. I move that we accept the design as presented, including the planting bed at the base, or the box at the base, and that we ask the owner to put the numbers on his door, the street address on his door.
Okay.
Okay.
And a banner.
And
Oh,
take the
and
banner.
remove the banner and keep the banner down.
Okay. Is
We
there a
don't
second?
request that, though, that's right.
No, that's just
All in
part
favor?
Aye.
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 All right, thank you, Dennis.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. That is almost record time.
I move that we adjourn.
What was last month? Like
So many.
16 of them or something? Now they're
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
last one was
few
so
months we've had
long.
lots. Okay, thanks a lot. All right,
Thank
so if there are no other business before the board, we will adjourn. Thank you very much.